find out. But at the same point, Pinkerton's gotten better. They had some guys out that are now healthy, and Chris Valentine. So, you know, it's going to be in one game, anything can happen. You know, we play 10 times, maybe we win 8 or 9. But you play one game, anything can happen.
There's going to be energy everywhere, on the bus, on their bus, and even in people's car rides up there, because this isn't just a game between the two teams, it's a game between the two legacies.
Ever since my sophomore year, I thought I knew what I was going to show up to and what the atmosphere was going to be like. But, I mean, last year I showed up and even I got the jitters, and I had already played in the championship game. And I've played in 2 now, but I still think the same thing's going to happen. I'm going to show up, get on the field, look in the stands, be like, wow, like, this is crazy. But, I mean, it'll take a minute to set in, and then we're locked in.
Be ready to help in there. Brennan, help inside. Brennan, split 2. We're good. Yes.
Pinkerton Academy by number 16.
they did a really good job getting in the skip lanes too when I got doubled, when I did get the ball. And then I just couldn't really find any skip lanes or any like one-pass shots type of thing.
Keep it hot.
At the end of the first half, Pinkerton Academy 6, Bishop Guertin 2.
Momentum change. I thought after we tied it up, I was like, all right, we're back in this. We just need to slow the ball down, do what we do best, and score some goals. I mean, Ster just made a couple huge saves for them, so he was lights out. Their defense was playing really well, and kind of went from there.
We did that without winning any face-offs too, so James started to make a lot of saves, and that was the big thing, is that you got to make up possession in other ways. You got to clear the ball and make saves and get stops. So we started to make a few saves, and then we tied up 7-7, and we missed 2 clears, and they scored. And against Pinkerton, you gotta get a lead because they just slow the ball down a lot. So.
Now go! In the crease!
minutes left, down 1 or 2, whatever it was at that point, we didn't know exactly what to do. We tried going fast because that's the way that we play, but sometimes you just need to be able to control the situation and just stay composed. And we were so focused on getting those 2 goals right away that everybody kind of got chaotic. And I think with a lot of practice in those situations, it could work. We practiced it in practice, but it's not the same thing as a game.
We would like to call your attention at this time to the 50-yard line, where representatives of the NHIAA Lacrosse Committee will be making the awards and present medals to the members of the runner-up team, the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. First, number 1, Sean Cameron. Number 2, Alec Bozak. Number 3, Zach Keenan. Number 4, Drew Haley. Number 5, Eric Kublon. Number 6, Ryan Flynn. Number 7, Brian Cameron. Number 8, Mason Carroll. Number 9, Jack Johansson. Number 10, Matthew Burchett. Number 11, Brennan McGinnis. Number 12, Doug Barker. Number 14, Jared Zaitchik. Number 15, Matt Field. Number 16, Ben Abladian. Number 17, Peyton Fisher. Number 18, Kyle Fisher. Number 20, Nick Gould. Number 22, Nick Hughes. Number 23, Sam Prunier. Number 25, Luke Romanek. Number 27, Alejandro Nea. Number 28, Andrew Pollard. Number 29, Cameron Erasmi. Number 30, James Heitmiller. Number 32, Nathan Bennett. Number 33, Jake Guertin. Number 35, TJ Quigley. Number 36, Justin Todd. Number 37, Cameron Fagan. Number 41, Aiden Wilkie. Number 42, Alex Kutsos. Number 44, Aiden Hearn. Number 46, Joe Lupo. Number 47, Chris Heitmiller. The Division I runners-up, the Cardinals of Bishop Guertin High School. And now, the championship class to head coach.
game, but that's a credit to them too. They had a very good game plan. I don't think they really changed much from what their game plan was during the regular season, but they just did everything better.
Then they got a lead on us, and all season we haven't played from behind or losing, so I think everyone started to freak out a little bit and kind of tense up, thinking we need to force shots, score as quick as we can, when in reality we didn't really need to do that. We had plenty of time, but I think that's about it. I think after they got the lead, everything kind of went downhill from there.
Pinkerton had a lot of things going for them, and we got in our own heads, but before the game I thought to myself, and a lot of chatter that was going on, is that the beginning of the game counts, and I think if the beginning of the game was more in favor to us, it could have gone better, but Pinkerton won the face-off and held the ball for a long time, so it really made it difficult for us to start off getting into our groove, which is when we're at our best, when we hit that groove point, and we couldn't do it as much as we needed to.
Some guys, especially me myself, hadn't had to deal with that, so it was definitely a different feeling, and we started to panic a little bit and just wouldn't play our game, and just were too focused on the fact of the scoreboard and not how we have plenty of time left and there's a lot of time to get back into it.
You know, I guess you call it the perfect storm. We, as much as we play the toughest schedule we can play, we were challenged, but we were never behind it in any game in the second half at all. So this was the first time that we were behind, and any team's recipe to defeat us was going to be try to get a lead, slow it down, win face-offs, and make saves, and that's what Pinkerton did. To their credit, they were just trying to take the air out of the ball. Their goalie, it's the best I've seen him play against us. He made 14 or 15 saves, depending whose stats you read, and that's Alex Sturgis. Hats off to him. He played a good game. The face-off battle went, I think, 75% in their favor, and they just took time off the clock. And we had multiple chances to take that lead in the third quarter, and I think that was the key to the game. You get the lead, then all of a sudden, you can control
Every
the
possession
pace.
that we had was magnified, especially in the fourth quarter when everything's on the line. We've never played from behind all year. I think that maybe one game we were down by like a goal early, but that was it. We've always had a lead and just kind of played with confidence. So this time, if you make a mistake, they get the ball and they hold it for another 2 minutes. So we had to make every possession count, and we had several chances. With that being said, they made 15 saves and won every face-off. We made a lot of mistakes on defense, but we still had a lot of chances, especially in the fourth quarter. We tied the game up, and we were down by a goal. We hit a pipe. I had a shot that Sturgis saved, turned the corner, and we just had a couple other chances that we could have capitalized, and those are shots we usually do capitalize. We're taking restraining line shots with the pole that usually never happens. We got a conduct foul earlier in the game. Those are things that all add up, and we made a lot of mistakes, but it is what it is, and they played a good game.
In the moment, not really. I mean, in a couple certain spots it did. They went, I think it was 14 for 20 on face-offs. So when you're getting possessions like that and having the ball that much, it's tough to, we were playing defense for 60, 70% of that game. So, everyone was a little bit tired on D. D middies, the close defenseman. Kyle was running the entire game. So, definitely took a pounding on us, and I guess they were able to take advantage of that.
And the toughest thing about it is there's nothing you can do. Once it ends, it ends. It's always tough after a game. But before the last practice, I thanked each and every one of them. I said every one of you guys gave 100%. You each had made contributions in your own ways. Not everyone's an All-American, not everyone's All-State. But every one of you contributed to this team, and I just want to thank you. I thanked every one of them. I said it's truly been a great season. Most talented team I've
We've had a good season. We didn't hit the main goal that we were hoping for, but all the other goals we had checked off. We won all our out-of-state games. We made it to the ship. We won undefeated in the regular season. We just missed that last one.
It's a great season, one of the best ones I've ever been a part of, BG or not BG, anywhere. And it was so great because the people that I was around, the players, my teammates, it was just exactly what I wanted for my senior year. And I couldn't be happier. Could be, but I almost couldn't be happier with our successes inside and on and off the field. And I'm very happy and I'll cherish all the memories.
We made memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. That's something that I really enjoy, and we had 20 wins, the most wins in program history, and we got our championship last year and we really wanted it this year, but sometimes that's just the way it goes.
It's hard to say that you take something away from the year. So for me personally, I think it gives the guys that are coming back next year a little extra motivation, a little something to carry under the belt and say, all right, they stuck to us last year. But obviously it was an unbelievable season, but losing the state championship, that's the main goal, and that's kind of tough to swallow.
So that's what happens, and we got to look back and realize how great a team this was. And one of the things we start from day one is let's enjoy the journey, let's enjoy each practice. And I know I did that, personally for my, my family and my boys, and I think our team overall really, it was a great season overall. You can't let one game define your success.
It's definitely great. I don't know if we'll have a team like that anytime soon. All the guys were great. They all helped us out. They're just fun to be around. I'm definitely going to miss them next
I would say, one, the competitive schedule that we had, with the record that we had, it was unreal. I mean, a lot of people didn't believe in us, and we did. And that's how it worked out for the most part, being teams like Duxbury and BC High, and those are crazy memorable moments with everything that I've seen growing up, games against Duxbury and BG. And I'd also say just the memories that I've made with my friends, not only the ones on my team, but the ones that we played against. It was always great after playing a game, going up and talking to my buddies that I've played on Tomahawks with, and it gets you to realize the real point of the game.
A lot of guys definitely stepped up, and I've been playing with some of these guys since town league, some of them since middle school, so it was definitely special to play my senior year with them.
Oh, I think it'll go good. We're definitely all going to work hard because this loss, it hurt, and we're going to use it as something to work for next year throughout the whole season, and just keep in the back of our minds and just work hard because we want to win next year.
My first year of coaching, Scott Crowder was was a senior on that team, and his dad was an NHL player, Bruce Crowder, the Bruins. He coached at Northeastern, and he kind of gave me advice without really giving me advice by saying the skill development is at every level is critical. So ever since that year in 2004, I've really focused on developing players. There are some teams that just stand around and focus on a lot of talking and stuff like that, but we're always working on individual development. So that's going to be next year. It's going to be more important than ever. But a lot of these kids, they play Tomahawks all fall, all summer, so their IQ is going to get better. But we got to get them better as individuals, and it's going to be, it's going to be a lot of it's going to be the mindset. Even though, we've won 8 of 10, we've lost 2 of the last 4, whatever it is. So we're still Bishop Guertin. So the expectations are certainly high from me and from, the New England community. So a lot of teams are going to want to play us. We always have teams that want to play us, but sometimes years when teams know we're down, you have even more teams that want to play us. So we're going to be very good, but it'll be a different mindset next year.